What's up, boys? Today I'm going to be mastering the Demolitionist since it's one of my favorite classes and I can squeeze a little bit more stats out of it. I think I did that one fairly early on just to make a lot of the fun runs a bit stronger, but never really got around to finishing it since I still have quite a few of the masteries to do. Have my standard meta progression almost maxed out now at least, so we're getting close to the home stretch now at least. Then we will be back up to the maximum stats and able to do absolutely insane runs later on.
I always waste my money on custom.
There's quite a few good weapons here that can carry the run. Cryo Grenade, Plasma Burster, Hurricane, I think are all fantastic. If you get enough upgrades, you can also do it with the PGL or the Neurotoxin as well. Actually kind of don't like fighting the Hoarders super early on because your damage is just so low. It takes forever to kill it. But I'll have to remember where that is and try to slowly chip it down throughout the run. I'll take some pickup radius, I think. See what weapon we're going to be focusing soon. Maybe I can scare him into some hoarders, so out of these I think Cryo Grenade is the strongest and I have the full mastery there. Incendiary has okay damage. High Explosive can be pretty good if you get the correct upgrades on it, but I've actually done several High Explosive grenades before this, and I didn't get the triple grenade upgrade a single time on any of the runs, and that one is very important for having maximum damage on it.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
I'll take some pickup radius, help out with the leveling process a bit. Big damage on the energy bars. It's currently kind of bad, but it'll be pretty strong throughout the run. Decent explosive damage. That's getting close to an overclock, and getting the triple grenade on that would be pretty helpful. I think I will take another pickup radius if they're the same though. Big paint job.
Give it to me.
Paint job, big reload. I think I'm gonna check the overclocks here. No triple, but big explosion radius is pretty nice on it still. But my single target is still quite low, so I might not even be able to kill the hoarder. I'm gonna take the cryo, I think. Whatever. You can get a chance at the triple there. Didn't find it, but fire rate and reload's not terrible. Big damage. Just go into the detonators! But maybe right as they die, that would be pretty helpful. Let's see. If I get this, then I would be full explosive with no other shared tags except, I guess, kinetic. Honestly, I'm down to try something like that. More reload. I guess I'm okay with that.
Threat level increasing.
This one looks fast.
Let me get a bit of HP since I'm almost dead. Probably need some good damage on them now, since I spent all that time chasing the hoarder.
Calling to me. I'm a new dwarf.
The luck could pay off. I'm probably not going to be able to avoid that magnet. I'll take a bit of mining speed.
Threat level increasing.
It's fine.
Really need to get the triple on that, I think, for it to get a huge power increase. Out of these... that would kind of fit what I've done here, but I think knocking stuff into me would be pretty risky. I think I'm just going to grab the incendiary.
Dwarf like me.
That brings it pretty close to the second overclock.
My scanner is overloading, miner. Get a move on. Quota satisfied. The drop pod is arriving. Get moving. It won't hang around.
Thank God, I got a triple on a decent weapon. I guess. Kind of made throwable worse by not getting a third one. Can I even get that? Okay, thank God. Some of the overclocks are pretty good for the hurricane.
Doesn't hit harder,
And
but
I only have
looks
2
fancy.
throwables here.
I'm raring to try this out.
Let's get a little bit more HP. Make the heal more effective since I'll probably want one here.
Gather up your spears and get onto that drop pod. It's about to leave. Diving deeper, taking you to stage 2.
Okay, save 30 gold. I always forget that.
Dibbity dibs. What else we got?
Reloads. And I can heal after that. Not great on the Nitra.
This one's so me.
Guess we're taking those two.
I'm ready to get hurt again.
You know the drill, miner. Fulfill your objectives. Let's get out of here.
I've got a bad feeling about this whole.
Oh yeah, the incendiary grenade does have the nails overclock, where it does a bunch of kinetic damage on hit as well, and that would actually fit pretty nicely here now. Tried that on the plasma burster a little while ago. I might actually try and grab that now. It was doing the same damage as the base hit of the plasma burster, but as my only weapon, I wasn't really scaling up plasma at all, so it was basically just a 100% damage increase at that point. I guess.
This one.
Swarm detected. Get ready. We'll be with you shortly.
I would be getting explosion radius at 18, and that is pretty nice. Also pulls them a little bit, and it is my best weapon right now. Damage or some nitra, that would get me probably 2 to 3 levels. That's pretty solid, I think,
This works.
to keep on discount. See if I can do a quick peek over here.
Just what I needed.
Explosion radius, I guess I have to take the triple here. I mean, it's still fantastic. I just wanted to see how the nails overclock performed with that one.
Big swarm is approaching.
But I guess for maximum damage, you would want nails plus the triple.
This one makes me want to be a better dwarf. One down.
cryo or the PGL. It's getting kind of close. Decent damage. Decent explosive that works on everything. Probably my best stat here. The kind of weird build. Add an explosion radius, I think.
I'm having an epic vision.
Even more explosion radius.
Everything.
We got bugs signed the like which I've never seen. Objective completed, miner. Get to the drop pod before it heads back to
I
orbit.
do want to see the overclock with that one.
Well done, miner. We knew we could trust you to go it alone. Stage 2 completed.
Big paint job, sure.
Beautiful. Like
There we
me.
go, tape some nails, that's what I was talking about.
Overclock says it's time
Bit
to
of
kill.
reload, some
It's a little extra
damage.
special.
I have a lot of nitro to
I
spend,
always waste
so
my money on
okay.
custom. I want another go. Now this is a rare
I think
treat.
I'm gonna pass on potency. I think the damage is pretty front-loaded on that with that combination, since that's just explosion-based stuff, I think. I'm curious how the kinetic will work with that. If the kinetic portion of that will actually do more than the fire now. That's pretty
Sure,
cheap.
Why not? What else?
Damage, and
You
I
don't
guess
see these every day.
Your mission is clear.
might be
Get to
kind
it.
of hard to see with damage over time, so that should make it a bit easier.
Hope it'll be easier than the last time. Sorry. Your own fault for being full of good.
Swarm detected. Get ready. We'll be with you shortly.
It looked like it was 816 on both of those. It's kind of hard to see with everything right now, especially when I'm looking more at the mining that I'm doing. I guess I'll look a bit more once I'm done with all of that.
I rarely
Sure.
I'm gonna go with this.
It's now my second best weapon.
Big swarm is approaching. Landing zone ready. Impact imminent.
Between the eyes.
Gold tipped is not bad. Gold scanner, probably a bit late for that.
I'm not scared of you. It's a little extra special.
That would waste a level, and that'll give me an
Little
overclock.
extra special.
Got the triple on there as well.
Swarm is heading your way.
I do feel like some of these mastery runs can be nearly impossible if you don't get the correct overclocks for a weapon. Especially like the weapon mastery runs when you only have one weapon. It feels pretty important to get the good overclocks for that one weapon. But I have had great luck with the overclocks here. And we have 4 weapons anyways.
I'll take this one.
Go ahead and grab the bigger explosion plus pool since I don't want to debuff my incendiaries. I honestly can't really tell how the grenades is doing as I'm playing right now. There's too much stuff going on, and I'm kind of focused on dodging and looking for stuff around the map. Gonna have to go back and slow this one down a bit to see, since I believe I have a decent amount of kinetic damage, but no fire. I have 30% kinetic, and then nothing that applies to only that one, but I do have some throwable. But that shouldn't matter either way.
Drop pod has arrived. Get there now. We'll leave without you.
Looks like the kinetic numbers are higher than the fire. But there's so many different kinetic weapons hitting the triple grenade, the hurricane, and that. Can't really tell.
Stage 3 completed. Taking you to stage 4. You did good work, Miner.
Explosion radius every time. Can't get that now. I do have a lot of nitra.
This is the smart pick. Let's shake it up.
Can't get explosive anymore. Rip. That would get me pretty close to 18 on that one, which might be decent. You can get twice as many shots, but they'll be behind you.
My favorite color.
There's work to be done. Up and at 'em, Miner.
Danger and darkness. Here we go.
We have one more shop, but no resources here anyways. This is getting pretty hard to see though, but that's a pretty common theme with demolitionists these days, especially on the 10 stage runs. We are definitely gonna need the option to turn down the player's weapon effects pretty soon, I think. I think it's too late for that. Almost at the end of the 4th stage. I guess it's a bit wasted, but Akimbo is pretty nice. Definitely not going to take the favorite. If I can have them directly ahead of me or directly behind me, then I think the PGL will be more likely to hit a lot of shots on them. that would also waste some levels, and I'll probably get something in the shop for that one. Decent crit stats. Don't need that one too much now. I guess. Don't have that much gold left. We'll take the 50% extra rockets for that. I can get a reroll after that.
Nothing for me here. Let's try
But
again.
I am not really finding any nitrous stuff.
I'm a better dwarf than yesterday.
Here we go. You've found the dreadnought. Now you just need to make it come out of hibernation.
See, I do have gold tips.
Show them what a
Kind of a waste. I'm probably gonna get something for that
Baby.
by the time the boss is out. Finally, there we go. I have very low HP, even though that is fun.
Put a bit of extra chicken.
Also, extra explosion radius is very good since a lot of the damage is in the explosion itself and not the ground effects for this build with the nails. Unfortunately, the bars do bring me low enough that I can die from a single hit. So if there's like a bug where he starts charging right as he gets frozen and then does the charge immediately afterwards, and it doesn't show the graphic, then I could just instantly die. I'm not even sure if I go for that. There's so many rocks there and I just lagged really hard right there. I think it's going to be pretty dangerous to go for the drop pod. How many rocks and how narrow the area is over there. So hopefully my damage is good enough without it. I always like trying to get him to charge through his own spikes to help clear those out. And then that way you'll have a lot more time before the area is completely cluttered with them. Going to charge through right after he makes them.
Dreadnought wiped out. Good work, team.
So there you have it, the Master Demolitionist, pretty easy. Wasn't super focused on my weapon build, kind of had a weird mix with the Hurricane thrown in, and it was still pretty easy. Medium there, heavy there, and 2 throwables. Probably should have gone for 3 throwables. I think that's probably the cleanest way to build Demolitionist. We did have some decent damage for the 2 artifacts we had at least. Pretty good there, that's alright. Got lucky on overclocks as well, triple on all of the weapons eventually. And triple plus grenades is huge damage on any grenade that can get that combo.
That is another one for the books. Dreadnought eliminated. We're pulling you home.
10% 10% XP and damage, not bad. Turbo and cabulator. So the kinetic weapons were 10.5. So the grenade, or the nails, did about 1.5 million. Which is decent, since it came pretty late. So the total incendiary damage would be about 10 million once you include the dot and the nails, I think. So that did about as much as the PGL and the Hurricane together. Not too bad for my 4th weapon. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.